YouTube fam, today is gonna be just terrific. I'm gonna be cooking smothered pork chops, and the size that I put with this, you don't want to miss. These are just some of the ingredients shown here. Watch the video all the way through so you can find out what other ingredients I used in this most delicious recipe. Cold weather calls for it. Stick with me. I used 1 tablespoon of pepper, black pepper, 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of Lawry seasoning salt, a tablespoon of garlic powder, and a tablespoon of onion powder. I always use those seasonings. Sometimes I'll add more seasonings, but right now I'm just gonna add those, okay? And I got my oil on the stove heating, so I can go ahead and fry my pork chops. And then once we get them fried, I'll bring you back, okay? And I always appreciate you watching me, YouTube family. You just really don't know how much it means to me. I really appreciate that, okay? Okay, YouTube fam, the oil has gotten hot. I'm gonna go ahead and add my pork chops to it. Okay. And I seasoned my flour with the same ingredients that I seasoned my pork chops with, okay? Stove off a little. Okay, YouTube fam, I fried all the pork chops. Okay? I'm trying to save time right now, okay? Now what we're going to do is, I've poured the excess oil out of the pan. I'm going to use that same pan. I just poured all the excess oil out of it. Now I'm going to make the gravy. Okay, first of all, I left, just see how much oil I left in there? There was much more oil in there than that. I just left that amount in there because that's what's going to make the gravy that's the same oil that I fried my pork chops in. And that's going to make the gravy just terrific, okay? Okay, YouTube fam, the oil has gotten hot. Okay, now I'm going to add three tablespoons of flour. And stick with me now because this is gonna go fast. This is gonna go fast. Once I add the gravy, and you see what I'm using, a fork. Start stirring. And you got your temperature up a little past medium. Not on medium high, but a little past medium. Just stir it. Okay. Now that you've stirred it consistently for about a minute, you want to add probably 1/4 of a cup of water. And what I'm doing is I'm just adding bottled water to it, okay? That's 1/4 of a cup. And you want to continuously stir it. You're trying to thicken the gravy right now, and it's getting there. You still got your temperature up a little past medium. Okay? Okay, right now, add a little bit more water. Probably another 1/4 of a cup of water to it, okay? We don't want our gravy to be too thick. Right now, we don't. Once you add that water, continuously stir. Now what we're going to add is a tablespoon of Lawry seasoning salt. And we're going to stir. Now what we're going to add is 1/4 of a bell pepper, diced. and a fourth of a red onion. I didn't have any white onions. Ran out. I don't know how I did that. I usually have that in the house, but I ran out. But red onions will do just fine. Okay, YouTube fam. I continued to add all of the pieces back into the skillet. And I moved them around and, you know, got the tops and the bottoms coated. And I added another fourth of a cup of water. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lid on it. Okay. And we're going to turn the stove down. To about low. A little after, when you see low on your stove, or maybe a little past the, past the low symbol. You know, you don't want to turn it down too low. You want to turn it down low enough where it'll still be cooking, okay? And we're going to let the pork chops smother in the gravy. And we're going to let it smother for about an hour, okay? And the reason we're letting it smother that long is because the pork chops, they're not tough, but they're not tender either. And center cut pork chops are just a different cut of meat than thin assorted pork chops. So if you're cooking the thin assorted pork chops, then you probably won't have to let them get into the gravy or cook into the gravy for about probably 30 minutes, and they'll be ready. But since we have a thick cut of center cut pork chops, we're going to let them cook on low, almost low, for about an hour. During that period, maybe every 15 minutes, you want to kind of move it around a little. And what I mean is, you want to just kind of, what I'm doing now, just kind of move them around and make sure that all the pieces are coated. You'll know what to do. And keep a watch on it that it doesn't overflow. If it overflows, turn your heat down. It shouldn't if you keep it on low. Okay? And I'm going to come back so we can do our taste test. Okay? Now, before I go, let me let you know something. I cooked some rice. Let me bring you over here. I cooked some rice already. I'm trying to save time. And I'll link the video how I cook my rice. But on this particular video, I did it a little different. I also added some seasonings to my rice this time. And I always do that when I cook smothered pork chops. Okay? What I added was a half a tablespoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of chicken bouillon seasoning, a teaspoon of garlic, minced garlic, and 2 tablespoons of butter. I added that to my rice also because I want it to be seasoned this time with my smothered pork chops. And I also, not only rice as my side dish, the other side dish is just, I just wanted to make this, and they're collard greens. And you see, you don't see many because during Thanksgiving and Christmas, I cooked so many collards, but I also had some left over in the freezer. So these are the ones that I had left over, but I'm trying to eat a little healthier this year. So I didn't want to add the pork meat that I normally cook. I usually cook my pork meat first before I add my collards. But this time, I didn't. I'm going to show you a healthier way of the way I did my collards this time, okay? Now, they're already done. But let me tell you what I did to them. And they're going to be just as delicious as if I added a piece of pork. Okay, first I sauteed maybe a fourth of an onion and maybe a teaspoonful of garlic, minced garlic. I sauteed that in the pot first. First I added some olive oil. 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the pan, and I let it get kind of hot, and then I added my onions and minced garlic. Okay, once I stirred that, I cooked that probably about a minute. Once I cooked that for about a minute, then I add my collards in there. And you can have fresh collards or, the kind that you buy at the grocery store. You can do this either way. Either ones you have, you can do this process, rather. I don't know why I said procedure. This process using fresh collards or store-bought collards, shredded collards. Once you add those collards to that, the garlic and the onions, you're gonna add a fourth of a cup of water and put the lid on there. And you're going to let that cook for about a minute. Then you're going to take the lid off. And then you're going to stir it really, really well. Then you're going to add a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of pepper. And you also going to add a tablespoon of Lowry seasoning salt. And you also going to add just a few red pepper flakes to it. Okay, that's gonna give the collards just a great taste. And then the last ingredient you're gonna add is a fourth of a cup of vinegar in there. That vinegar is just gonna give it lots of flavor. And then you're gonna also add maybe if you have some chicken broth, add a fourth of a cup of chicken broth to that. Okay, if you don't have chicken broth, just add another fourth of a cup of water. Put the lid on and let it cook for about 30 minutes, and they're ready. It don't take long to do that. Okay? And if you have any questions regarding that, comment below. I always answer my comments, and it doesn't take a long time to get an answer, okay? And those are my 2 sides, collards and rice. But what I also did was I cooked some green beans in the can because we don't have many collards left. So in order to enjoy this meal and eat it for at least 2 days, I had to have another green vegetable. So I chose green beans. So I opened 2 cans of green beans in the can. Okay? And I poured that water that comes in the can off of it and rinsed the green beans off. Okay? Then I added I did add a tablespoon of Lowry seasoning salt. And I added a tablespoon of garlic powder and a tablespoon of onion powder. And I also added a half a tablespoon of black pepper and a half a tablespoon of chicken bouillon to that. Okay? And what I also added was a few bacon bits to it. Okay, that's just going to give it just a great taste. And I added 2 tablespoons of butter to the green beans. And last but not least, I added about a half a tablespoon of fried meat bacon grease. That fried meat bacon grease just gives green beans such a great taste. And they're going to be delicious. Okay? Now, let's just let the smothered pork chops cook. And once they're done, I'm going to come back and do a taste test. and we'll end this video. And what I want to tell you guys is I really appreciate you sticking with me throughout the video and watching my video. You don't know how much I appreciate that. I love you all hitting the like button. Hitting the like button, it sends out, I think the algorithm sends out messages to others who will have an opportunity to watch my video. And that's a good thing, because my main priority is, and let's be real, I'm trying to get monetized and I'm trying to make money also. But my main priority is to show you, my subscribers, my viewers, and anyone else who watch my videos that, it's okay to eat out every now and then. But if you cook for your family, you'll just get so much enjoyment. You can put whatever you like in there, in your foods, and it's just a good way to cook for your family. And like I say, it's okay to eat out every now and then, but if you're married, your husband wants a home-cooked meal. That's just all to it. He may not never say it, but he wants a home-cooked meal. And I'm not saying you have to cook every day, but learning how to cook and to create meals that your family will enjoy, it'll make your family just that much closer. And if you're not married, if you just got a boyfriend, you got, a companion, everyone loves a home-cooked meal. That's just a fight it's just a fight of life. Like I say, they may not ever tell you that, but if you cook a home-cooked meal for your significant other, you may not know what might come out of that relationship. I'm serious. That makes a ton of difference. Anyway, that's just my advice. I love giving you advice that I think may help you in your life. I'm an older YouTuber, and I like to just help you all, and I really appreciate you all watching my videos and commenting and asking questions. It just brings joy to my heart. Okay? And when the smothered pork chops are ready, I'll be back and we could do a taste test. Okay? Thank you. Stick with me. Okay, YouTube fam. The smothered pork chops are done. I turned the stove off just then. Don't they look delicious? Don't they look delicious? Okay. I've already put my sides on my plate. I'm trying to save time right now so you all can do the things that you need to do. I put my collards and my rice on my plate. Don't they look delicious? Okay. Let's go ahead and do my plate so we can end this video. Let's see. I'm going to get this piece right here. I'm going to get 2 pieces just so I can have my plate looking very well. I'm going to put some gravy on my rice. It looks delicious. Okay. Oh, doesn't that look delicious? Doesn't that look delicious, YouTube fam? Okay, let's do our taste test. Okay, YouTube fam, we're going to go ahead and try to end this video. I'm going to go ahead and do my taste test. I'm sorry about that. Sorry. Okay. I've already got my plate at the counter. I already fixed my drink. I'm drinking Coke today. Okay. We're going to go ahead and say our grace. Amen. Okay. What I'm also gonna do is go ahead and bring my. Remember, I cooked some thin bread cornbread. I'm gonna eat that with it. I like to eat cornbread with my greens or cabbages or anything of that nature. Okay. You don't have to, but it just tastes so much better with that thin bread cornbread. Okay. And what I'm also going to do is go ahead and take a picture of my plate. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay. What I like to do is I like to add hot salt to my greens. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stir it a little. Hold on, YouTube fan. Okay. Go ahead and give it a taste test. Look at those onions. Mmm. 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 It's delicious. The greens are seasoned perfectly. They are delicious. Mm. The smothered pork chops are delicious. They're a little hot because I didn't wait for them to cool off. I'm trying to do this video and let you all get up out of here because I know you got things you need to do today. You know, I love that you spend at least three days, nights, whatever, whenever you look at this video, days per week with me. It really brings joy to my heart. Got me some Coke. Oh, this is delicious. You're gonna have to try it for your family. Mmm. 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 The smothered pork chop is so tender. Mmm. Try a piece of cornbread. Mmm. I love cornbread with collards, cabbage, anything with gravy on it. That thin cornbread is delicious. Mmm. This is so delicious, YouTube fam. I wish I could share it with, I know you get tired of me saying it, but I wish I could share it with you all. It is delicious. Mm. Mm. Everything is just seasoned to perfection. It's got a good flavor and it's just delicious. Drink some of my Coke. It's so refreshing. Okay, YouTube fam, we're going to end this video. And as always, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. When you subscribe to my channel, it gives me the opportunity to bring more videos like this one to the YouTube community. It really does. And hit that like button. That like button, like I always tell you all, that I think the algorithm, when you hit that like button, the algorithm sends my video to others who may not know about my channel and could learn or just view my video. And I really appreciate that. And hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my next video. Excuse me. And please look up top to the top left and you'll see another video that really was popular. I have a lot of videos that are popular within my channel. Please look at that video and it'll give you another comforting recipe. I really appreciate that. And as always, thanks for watching.